My name is Mike Herbster, and I'm from Louisiana. I run a Christian youth ministry there called Southland Christian Ministries. I get to travel the country also and sometimes across the world to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ as the only way of salvation.
You know, you're American believer Christians, and we are the Chinese dissident. So what brings us around the same table? And so let's talk about this. Like, it seems that we're up against the same thing and we want the same thing. We are against the communism, which is anti-God, and we want individual liberty, and especially the religious freedom, where this country, your founding fathers escaped the religious persecution back in Europe, and you came to this free land to find the United States of America. And this is exactly what's happening to the Chinese people. We come this country and we escaped, dictatorship and persecution. So this country has been penetrated by the CCP. And so why do you think this country is being penetrated by CCP for so long?
Well, first of all, I want to say a huge thank you to what you guys are doing and just the courage that it takes to step out and to stand and to speak and to live what is right. And we stand with you guys in that. Unfortunately, the CCP has affected the United States in a big way. It's infiltrated in so many different ways. And one of the things you mentioned, which is obviously at the heart of what I want to see happen in America, is to get us back to God. There's a continual move across the whole fabric of our country to secularize our society, to remove God and to make communism as the God. And in doing that, indoctrination starting in the schools, all of this is a way to dethrone God and to set man up as their own God, which is at the roots of the CCP as well. It's what they want to happen. And so obviously that's a real big concern. And so obviously, if they want to make themselves their own God, and the CCP wants to do that, and the leadership of the CCP, then they have to dethrone every other God. And that is what is happening in the United States of America. Gravely concerned about that. Thankful for Turning Point USA, this conference, and what they're trying to do, what you guys are trying to do to help expose that.
If American people do not want this country to be a one nation under God, if you want the CCP to be your God, or Xi Jinping becomes your God of the God, then you allow the CCP's infiltration and influence to continue. If you don't want this, we need to act now. We need to act now because it's already too late, okay? In the past several decades, the CCP has been here. And I think the most important thing is that, I remember John Adams, one of your founding fathers, famously said that, our Constitution is made for religious and moral people, and it's inadequate of any government of whatsoever. But if now you can see that the Wall Street and Silicon Valley and Hollywood has been bought out by the CCP, because you lose that religious and moral fabrics, and that's why you are, being trapped into Satan's trap. Yes. And so this is a big lesson for all the American people to learn and wake up, because the next step is that American kids will be just like the Hong Kong student fighting in the street and have their, have them being, disappeared and killed and raped by the CCP. And the next concentration camp will not be Xinjiang, will be in Missouri, Mississippi, New York. I mean, it's happening.
It is absolutely tragic what's happening, and I totally agree with you. It's a matter of time if we don't do something about it. We're not called one nation under God by accident. We don't have "in God we trust" on our money by accident. But we have forgotten our moorings. We've forgotten where we've come from. We haven't remembered God. We're casting God out of the public arena. And in doing that, we are being complicit to the desires of the CCP. We need to be helping our parishioners, or those that sit in our congregations, those that we have the opportunity to minister to know what's going on, including what's going on with the CCP and the immoral things that are happening, that are coming into our country, that are infiltrating in that way. So I do believe it's time for all people of faith to stand up and be counted for and to do the right thing.